What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Gabe,
And this is Queen Tina.
and happy Father's Day, everybody that's looking at this. I'm pretty sure it's ought to be Father's Day by the time of this coming out, which is one reason why we picked this movie, Daddy Daycare. Oh, yeah, last month we was talking about Mama's Day, with the redemption and Martin Lawrence undercover as Big Mama. Now we into the fathers, where previously for pre-Father's Day, Martin Lawrence graced us again with some fatherly redemption with James Earl Jones. Now we get a little lighthearted for the official Father's Day. Yeah,
Which is fathers taking care of children.
pretty much.
And being with children.
Yep, and kind of a big issue, especially coming from this movie's point of view, because of not saying that fathers don't take care of the kids, not saying that at all, but in most cases, most cases, depending on the couple, fathers usually out at work and mothers usually be home, and even cases where both of them are working, like we,
Yes.
we both work. Yeah, I'm just saying. A lot of times it still be in some cases. Probably like, ooh, honey, I'm tired from work.
It can also be your way around with the working moms and the stay-at-home dad.
Especially nowadays, yes, and probably.
And the dads stay at home because they lost their job and they're trying to find work.
Oh,
Yes.
I think we just hit what we're about. I think we're about to get to that in this review. Yeah.
Don't tell me there's a continuity alarm somewhere.
Oh boy. If that we did not, we're not stealing Linkara's continuity alarm.
Like I spoiled the plot.
well, that plot was used in some other movies. We know The Incredibles 2, which that came out after this movie, way after this movie. Matter of fact, I think even the first Incredibles came out after this movie.
Yes.
But I think there's been some old movies that have used that before Daddy Daycare, which it's probably referencing some old movies with this concept. Which of course, when those movies came out, it was probably really new to hear that, like, oh, a stay-at-home dad. What? Yeah, now that ain't so strange, but yeah, wasn't exactly very common, back even before the early 2000s. Yeah.
For a dad a man in general who doesn't have a job, some of them figure themselves as weak, but I don't think that they're weak. I think that they are trying their hardest in order to get somewhere in life.
Yeah, and a lot of it depends on what it is especially if they're like you say, state, okay, well, in this case, the man's taking care of the kids. Yeah, I mean, that's because as Medea say, that work around that house and having a kid,
Yes.
that sounds like a job.
There's an old saying that the struggle is real, and everybody has their struggles, but we went through with our struggles.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, it's different. Yeah, like I say, it's different with everyone, and we're about to see how this one falls into what we just mentioned there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Also duly noted, this movie was actually the first movie I saw when it came out in 2003.
Yes, it is 2000.
Right, it came out that May. I didn't get to see it till that June in the theaters. It was still there. That was the first movie that I actually saw with Casey there. They both of us met each other up there and then traded some Yu-Gi-Oh cards after that. Yep. So, well, of course, this movie starts off. Oh boy. We get we get introduced to the son, the main kid of the movie, Ben, doing this little morning routine. And gotta say, pretty efficient kid there.
Not just efficient, but also independent for his age.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he learned this independence early, like around 2. When he was 2, he may learn about how to be independent. And there are some independent toddlers out there.
Like Matilda.
Yes.
Only difference, I'm just assuming, and he could have possibly learned some stuff on his own. Possibly. You never know.
Yeah.
But I know Mama had to be there to show him some things there.
Yeah.
Seeing, and maybe a little bit from Dad, when he wasn't too busy. And he does mention later in the movie how he's had take your son to work day sometime there. He doesn't exactly say take your son to work, but he mentions about there's a later in the movie when his son is asking him about the job he works and stuff. Yeah,
it doesn't hurt to teach a toddler who is 2 or 3 how to be independent.
Oh yeah.
That way they can take care of themselves as they get older.
And then you train them young, even if it takes a while to do it, depending on how they learn it. So, oh, trust me, they got time to grasp it there, to get it well absorbed there.
Yes, they just have a long way to go.
Mm-hmm. And they'd be that much more prepared for school.
Yes.
When school comes there.
Yes.
Yep. So, yeah, Ben comes down. Got cute little SpongeBob high shoes. I had SpongeBob pajamas. and also I had those pajamas in high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but they were my size though.
When I first saw SpongeBob, I thought he was a piece of cheese.
Ironic she would say piece of cheese because in Band Geeks, when SpongeBob tried to stop an argument, it was like, oh, so now the talking cheese is gonna preach to us.
I think I discovered SpongeBob in a glimpse of a commercial somewhere for Nickelodeon when they showed it on regular television.
Well, he is the mascot of Nickelodeon. He's pretty much the face of Nickelodeon now.
Yes.
Before him, I think it was the Rugrats there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, Ben, he gets down there. He wakes... Daddy's down there, fell asleep trying to get some last-minute work done.
He must have been really tired. So tired that he must have took an all-nighter doing all this.
I guess in my case, since I don't work for some high-up company there, which will explain what that company is in just a minute, since we're just Kroger people, I guess if I was pulling an all-nighter on something, since it wouldn't be Kroger related, it'd probably be me at my laptop, probably either editing a video or doing something involving the comic books there. Yeah, since he was at his computer there.
Or if it was me, it'll be like cooking a turkey.
Oh.
Yeah. Since it takes hours
to
cook the turkey.
Something like that.
Prepare the turkey and then cook it in the oven and set it for a specific time and then wait for it. Yeah.
Ooh. Cooking.
Yes.
Like the big cooking there.
Yeah, large cooking for like more than 4 people.
Yeah, well, of course, Daddy got to get ready for work and stuff, and noticed that a few of his things are missing, like note cards and stuff, and pager and stuff like that. I'm kind of now. He may have possibly misplaced some of those things. It could be possible that maybe Ben may have misplaced them by accident, like the note cards, because he was wiping his mouth with them, thinking it was a napkin.
Yeah.
However, maybe there's also a theory that Ben could, and maybe some of those things Ben could have misplaced them on purpose because he really wants Dad to be home with him.
It could happen like that.
Yeah, I would, especially with what we hear from him later.
Yeah.
And of course, the kid's pretty innocent there.
Yes. You cannot yell at him or be angry at him.
Yeah, because he's not. Yeah, he's not doing it out of out of mischief or anything like that. There,
It's out of love.
Right. That's if that's the case. But yeah.
Yeah.
Considering how his character is.
Yes.
Yep. So, of course, Charlie gets to work with his buddy Phil. I know if it were me and his way, it'd be my boy Josh.
Says he's big.
Yeah, Big Josh. So, bad news at work. They're trying to do a presentation for a cereal called Veggios. They have a guy in a carrot costume, but they don't have but the guy in the broccoli suit didn't show up.
I think somebody said that he got called for a potato chip commercial.
Wow.
I think the potato chip commercial cost more.
I guess he got a bigger check.
Yeah. What's the potato chip called? Lay's?
Or considering since they're trying to create some new products there.
Oh, movie universe.
Right. There's also, there is product endorsement in this movie. There, like cereals and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think they're just trying to make new cereals to add to the existing ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get the mailman guy, guy who smells the mail, Marv.
They call him Marvin.
Marvin. Yeah.
Who would be Marvin in your version?
Probably I think one of the guys on Facebook that's no younger than both of us there, but kind of mature for his age.
Yeah.
We always call him Spider-Man at work there. I think of him as the Tom Holland Spider-Man, but one time he told me, no, I'm Spider-Man. I'm Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. I was like, oh no, you look more like Tom Holland.
The Marvin character looked like he's in his 20s.
That's one reason why I thought of him there. Yeah. So, basically Tom Holland's look-alike.
Yeah.
So they asked him about being the broccoli. He's like, no, wait, no, actually, no. Can I be the carrot though? Yeah, you can be the carrot. Hey, why don't you slip out the carrot? No, I want to be the bush.
Wow. I guess because most people hate broccoli.
Yeah, and even though, like, I know you like broccoli.
Yes.
And my mom likes broccoli. I honestly tried broccoli. I actually, because I remember, especially I think high school or young adult, a lot of my time, my folks, especially my dad, was like, "Hey, Gabe, you might need to get some more green in your diet." There.
Yeah.
So okay. So I went to this Chinese place. Got some chicken, some broccoli, and some rice and broccoli. Like, okay, got some green here. I could not get the taste of broccoli. I even heated up a piece of sausage to mix in there, and it still didn't help.
I remember my mom used to boil me some broccoli and potatoes, and there are times she used to boil me broccoli, potatoes, and cauliflower, all 3 vegetables in one pot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You liked it?
I love it. Mm-hmm. I haven't done it lately for myself, but I might go back to that possibly one day. Boil some broccoli, potato, and carrots. I mean broccoli, potato, and cauliflower, and maybe some carrots in there.
Yeah, so you and my mama got the same appetite there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now in my case with the veggies, mostly like which you got to get some, so we can probably a little bit later get some of this bell pepper and onion and tomatoes to mix in spaghetti. Also tomato and lettuce for tacos. Spinach, because especially when they go to Subway, I actually have them put spinach on my sandwiches, and sometimes wraps if I get a wrap there.
And there are times on my homemade burgers I put lettuce and tomato.
Mm-hmm. And one day I might, because the only thing is trying to get a good date on it and make sure it don't go and use it all up and before it go bad.
Yeah.
So it all depends. Maybe at some point I might actually do spinach on a hamburger or something there.
Yes.
Yeah, if I might end up being my vacation or something there where I can actually, go on and eat it up before, like, get a small bag of it or something like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And maybe there's some other stuff like my chicken, like my quesadilla rolls there. Mm. Yeah, because I want to say I think they may have put some spinach in the El Monterey's.
Oh yeah.
They might have. I know they put beans in there, but yeah, I think they did put spinach in those El Monterey rolls.
They might have.
But it was still good though. Yeah. So yeah, I like when it's kind of mixed in with stuff. Yeah, like I say, stuff spinach, tomatoes, bell peppers, onions. And yeah, now I will eat some carrots, especially in celery when it's fined into like chicken noodle soup or something like that. Yeah, like the chunky soup. Yeah, real filling.
Yeah.
So yes, that's how I eat vegetables when it's mixed together with something there.
I remember when I used to live with my folks, we used to eat greens and cornbread.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And I did try. I actually did try greens. I actually thought I would like them. Southern cooking stuff like that. Yeah, greens and also sweet potato pie. Especially because I saw Jamie Foxx eating sweet potato pie.
Yes.
So I actually tried those. I don't know why I did not get the taste for it. I actually, especially sweet potato pie. I was like, well, the sweet potato pie can't be so bad.
Well, I tried sweet potato pie as a kid. I liked it for a while, but as I got older, I just lost the taste of it.
Sort of like me with chili.
Yes.
Yes, chili for 16 years, and then I got tired of it. Yeah, taste can be so weird sometimes. Even and sometimes you might not even have the taste for something you want to like. So take it from me. Yeah, like I say, it was stuff I actually wanted to eat. And in some cases, I actually got the taste for it, but the food didn't like me. If you know what I mean. One example would be eggs.
Yeah. I ate eggs for a while, especially when they're boiled, but as I got older, I just lost the taste of eggs.
Well, in my case, I didn't really lose the taste. Well, matter of fact, I even started eating scrambled eggs at one point because of home ec class when I got introduced to breakfast burritos.
I think I also tried scrambled eggs too as a kid.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't. But after a while, I didn't eat them too often. Then don't eat them at all because, like I say, I liked them, but they didn't like me when they got down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Enough said, as Stan Lee would say. Enough said. So yeah, so they talked the guy into getting into the broccoli because they say strong stalk. No, it's not a bush; it's a strong stalk. Oh, I am pretty strong. Yeah, that's what you are.
Yeah.
BROCOLLI. Let's see. Okay, wait, did I spell it right?
BROCCOLI.
CC. Yeah, I think. Let me check. Let me check us, folks. I just want. So yeah, I won't be saying y'all got it wrong.
Broccoli.
Okay, it is 2 C's. Okay, she was right. 2 C's in it. Okay. BROCCOLI. I am the broccoli. I don't know why. CARROT. Carrots are healthy for you and me.
What's next? They're getting pom-poms?
Maybe. Yeah. And then of course, oh, go broccoli, it's your birthday, go Karen. I really don't want this. Yeah, apparently, I guess they didn't really rehearse this too much, or better yet, I think it's because the broccoli didn't show up, so guy who was the carrot has to do the broccoli line. You got a new guy in the carrot, so yeah, it kind of messed it up a little bit there.
And the Veggie-O's are orange and green. They're almost the same color as Apple Jacks.
That would probably I think you mentioned that they probably used Apple Jacks.
And these kids pretend to dislike it.
Mm-hmm. But it would be interesting. It would be interesting in real life if somebody actually did try to make vegetables into cereal. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I know you want to get kids to eat healthy, and I'm all for that. You know, pretty much just all of us eat healthy in general. But yeah, for cereal, yeah, vegetables just don't work as cereal.
But I understand wheat and fiber.
Yeah, wheat, fiber, and as well as also fruits.
Yes.
Fruits are perfect for cereal because they're sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, like strawberries, stuff like that, you know.
I know there's dehydrated fruits in some cereals.
Mm-hmm. That works. But vegetables are more with, you know, stuff that you have for lunch and dinner.
Something savory.
Right, like I mentioned before, spinach on Subway sandwiches, in your spaghetti, your soup, your chicken noodle soup, and all that. There's tacos and salads and stuff like that.
I'm more into savory stuff than sweet stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought you was a little sweetheart.
Oh,
I thought you was a little strawberry.
I eat strawberries.
She's a strawberry shortcake.
Very funny. The Veggie-O's tasted so bad that one kid threw the bowl of cereal on the window.
Yeah, it didn't quite go over so well.
And they were acting so crazy that they attacked the broccoli and the carrot.
Save yourself! So I guess this is what holds him up at work a while, because he's late to be with his wife Kim and for their son Ben's preschool orientation at Chapman. It's like, well, what's all this stuff about orientation? He's just gonna be playing with blocks. Yeah. This is supposed to be a preschool, right? Because it looks more like I walked into a boarding school.
It looks like Harvard for preschoolers. Harvard or Yale.
Almost about to make me yell. Yeah!
I'm talking about Yale University.
I know what you're talking about, baby.
Yeah.
That was a joke. That was a joke from Mr. Brown when he asked the doctor, say, what college did you go to? Yale. That's what I'm gonna do. Ah!
Imagine seeing a preschool in real life is the same size as an actual university. The same size. I know it'd be like over 1,000 preschoolers attending there.
Probably Chapman Academy.
Except Chapman Academy looked more like a mansion.
Wow. Yeah, I guess what did they do? Go to Professor Xavier's School for Mutants. Maybe he did either him or maybe. Well, I guess the location would be off there. If this was in Bel Air, then maybe we could say that the bank. Remember at the end of season 6 when the bank sold the house,
Yeah.
and everybody moved out.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what happened to their house.
Yes.
It got used for a preschool academy.
What's next? Hogwarts gonna have a preschool academy where they could teach magic at an early age.
Might be a little young for that. I think they better wait till Harry Potter's age.
Oh, to teach magic. To learn about magic.
They might accidentally blow something up at that age.
Oh.
Yes. Of course, then again, you got preschoolers in the Pokemon games that have Pokemon, even though the required age for being a trainer is 10. Not sure why that is there, but anyway. Yeah, don't know why this academy is a thing. And of course, I think Mrs. Harris, I think was her name.
I think it's Harridan.
Harridan.
And she reminded me of Miss Trunchbull, except less brutal.
Yeah, and also a streamlined version of her.
Yes. And and sort of like in the middle. I couldn't say she's totally ugly like Trunchbull. She's just in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, she's kind of up in age, I know. Kind of middle-aged.
Yes.
And, yeah, like I say, she's not swinging kids over the fences and stuff like that because obviously, technically this would be this would be the Trunchbull if she functioned in this day and time. Yeah, because in order for her to keep a job, she couldn't do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because child care services would have been all up on her. Yeah, in this day and time, especially with TikTokers filming this stuff.
Oh.
But even in the early 2000s, she wouldn't be able to. That would not fly.
She trying to keep a job.
Mm-hmm. But there are other things she do. We will get to that are pretty evil. Evil. So, that might be why Ben was like, "Hello, Benjamin."
Get away from me.
Hiding behind. Of course, Charlie gets called away again because, well, apparently they're shutting down the health food division. Not just the Veggio, but the whole thing. So where would him and Field get reassigned, as well as all the other people that work with them? They're laid off.
Ouch!
They actually do this by like, well, what does that put us? Jump cutting to the house and with a sound effect.
I'm guessing they didn't move to the division they were relocated at.
You would think. Yeah, apparently I don't think this job does not have. I don't know if it has a union or not, but apparently that union is not as good as Kroger, because see, or at least what my grandpa had, because I'm telling you, my big papa, he used to work over at a place called Weingarten.
Yes.
Oh, years ago when my mom and my uncles were still kids.
Yeah.
And when Weingarten closed down, he didn't get laid off. He got transferred to Kroger.
Yeah.
And that's how he got all the years he got at Kroger. But apparently, you would think they would just transfer them over to, you would think they would transfer over to, I guess, the junk food division, maybe while they're working there, so, to get a paycheck and stuff, they would probably like, maybe, okay, but eventually we need to break out and do our own thing. Sort of like what Ryan Reynolds did when he wanted to make his own Deadpool movie. Because they messed him up in Wolverine Origins.
How would you react if your Kroger was relocating your employees to a Kroger affiliate in California?
For one thing, how the heck am I going to get there? Honestly, unless y'all providing transportation, a house for us to live, probably some coverage for that house, because I mean you just up and jump over there. There's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to provide us with to stay out there. I'm just saying, especially to get started.
That's just an example. I know California's high.
That's what I'm saying. You pretty much travel costs, place to live.
Yeah.
Start off.
Don't get me started with New York City. That's really expensive and crowded. Yes. You have to find an apartment.
I'm gonna be honest. In any of those places, even California, I know that's where you're from.
Yes.
There. Honestly, for me, I mean, I would see visiting there like a vacation or something like that. Like I go to Disney World, or hey, I want to see a Broadway show or something.
Yes.
Yeah, something visiting there like for a vacation.
Yeah.
But not living there. That that's which I guess that's because I've been down here.
Yes. And I know these places have their disadvantages. Like California has earthquakes at times, and as well as smog, and New York City can be way too expensive as well as crowded. that you cannot get better transportation there, that you have to rely on taxi cabs and bikes.
And even if you do, you're stuck in traffic
Yeah.
for God knows how long.
Yes.
Yeah, and you. So yeah, those of y'all living here in Shreveport like us, there, you know, with like we just had a storm prior to the night before we recorded this.
Yeah.
And you know stuff, you know, it got a lot of inconveniences for different people and businesses right now. Yeah, as Steve Harvey said about that strawberry letter, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we got them heavy storms and stuff over here. We could end up having at least we ain't got no earthquakes breaking the ground apart and stuff.
Or crime in New York, from New York City. Crime.
Oh yeah.
Crime.
Yeah, so hey, just saying.
Yes.
Is that like you say, you know. So yeah, apparently Charlie's like, I lost my job. He's like, I got fired.
Wow.
Like,
And 300 people were fired with him.
mm-hmm. He's like, what about Jim Fields? Like, Jim Fields, the one who pulled the trigger. I told him like, I said like this. If I found out it was him, I told him he could take a flying good sure.
Language. Uh-oh.
A JK element of P. A JK element of P. Yeah, gotta be. Yeah, and also PG.
Yes.
Yeah, can't drop any of those bombs there. Or as like what he say? What I would like to say, I can't say because they're a preschool toys present.
Don't get me started if it was a female perspective. With Charlie's character female and dealing with a female boss, but she will call her something else.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course we do know we do know I was kind of surprised, but yeah, there are some girls named Charlie.
Yes.
From the Bumblebee movie.
Yes.
Yep, and also I saw also she actually from the Bumblebee movie, that was the second girl I've seen with that name Charlie.
Yes.
Yeah, first one was from a Disney Channel show, Good Luck Charlie.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so of course we he has to try to make ends meet to figure out something because wifey's gonna be going back to work. Chapman is way too expensive. This leads them to looking around for other daycares there, which they don't really have much luck with them. Yeah, how is it that there's not any other decent daycares in this?
Especially where they live.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think there'd be at least one. Other than Chapman there, that's just, a basic daycare.
I know if these exist in real life, they would be shut down immediately.
Especially the one they went to.
Yes.
They had one where it was like an old Amish type of setting.
Yes.
We keep the children right around here.
Well, that lady looked like a gypsy.
Oh boy.
And she showed him in the basement, and
yeah,
I assumed that none of these children lived. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, no wonder you say we should report this place.
None of them lived.
And speaking of reporting this place, they do find what looks like a nice place, but then the cops show up at this place.
Uh-oh. Like, what do these people do in there?
One guess I could assume it might be some drugs and a mafia.
Yeah.
Because think about it, all that nice place probably from the drug money.
I forgot. The first daycare they went to was in a trailer park.
Oh yeah.
And they have one care provider was smoking a cigarette in front while holding a baby.
No wonder she was coughing.
Yeah. Who does that? And they call it the touch of Eden preschool.
Yeah, that's one thing. One thing I am definitely going to be very, very critical about. If our child is at any daycare, even at a school afterwards, I don't. As they teachers, daycare providers, let y'all know right now, I don't want any smoking around around our kids.
No smoking.
I do not want them victims of secondhand smoke. I don't want them to be encouraged to smoke. I don't want any thought of a cancer stick. That's what that's what our florist calls the cigarettes, cancer sticks. Yep.
Also, look at your surroundings.
Right.
Surroundings as well as the people.
Gotta
Observe.
just like Batman does.
Yes. Observe the surroundings.
Yep. So, and also I think this might be in the deleted scene because I actually looked at a movie trailer for Daddy Daycare back then. There's one of them trailers. I didn't even see this as a kid, but there was actually a trailer that showed him trying to apply for jobs like fry cook.
And we didn't see that in the movie.
Yeah, so I might check to see if it's on there, but yeah, it was in one of the. It must have been one of like the early trailers.
Oh.
You know,
like rough draft trailers.
Right, just like they did with Rise of the Beast. You know how remember I mentioned to you.
Yes.
The first trailer you just see Primo and Prime talking to each other. But then you see the final edit in the movie.
Yes.
Everybody's there. Yeah, because they hadn't rendered the other characters in there yet. Yep. Or even with No Way Home, when they didn't render Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in there yet.
They keep it as a surprise.
Right. So sometimes you get that's how you get those deleted scenes. In some cases they don't. Sometimes they have them on the DVD where you can look at the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't. But now you know why there's a lot of times scenes that don't make it to the movie, because a lot of times when they show the first trailer of a movie, they're still developing it. So chances are, at that point, they probably don't even know if that scene's going to be in the final cut or not. So, but they show them what they got, so they can like, hey, we got a movie coming out. Yep. So that's how that works there. Of course, this results in Charlie having to stay home with Ben while Kim goes to work. And yeah, not really much to it there, except when they go to the park, and boy, does Eddie Murphy look really small next to the guy playing Phil.
Wow. By the way, he looked like he's older than Charlie. Like he might be around his 40s.
It could be the body structure making him look that way.
Yes.
And maybe he might be, but yeah, sometimes it does do that there.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, they come out there and they see all the kids out there along with theirs, and Charlie gets an idea, especially after another parent that they know that kind of knows them talks also about her experience with Chapman being so expensive.
Yes.
And a daycare, daddy daycare. You think you're gonna be good taking care of other kids? Absolutely.
Look like he has doubts.
Pretty much, yeah. I think, and earlier in the film showed us why.
And I think Phil mentioned that he couldn't change a diaper.
Yeah, he had a very bad experience trying to do so, and yeah, and let's just say Max wasn't exactly an easy one to change the diaper on. Mostly
boys when they get in their infant stage are hard to potty train and stuff.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. It probably, yeah. I know when we have ours, yeah. That's gonna be an adventure there.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, we're both gonna have to, cause I'm probably gonna have to, yeah, probably bring up, you know, and this is how you change the diaper.
Yeah.
And not just that, but I might even get some tips, you know, possibly from mom, them, some hands-on tip to add to that there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, you know, gotta add to your knowledge options there.
I think I learned how to change a diaper with a doll when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there was one time that because it sort of just happened, but the daycare at our old church, First Baptist that we once went to,
Yeah.
at at one point they had all now before we left First Baptist, the kids in the nursery had to be two to five. But before then, yeah, they had you had little babies in there and stuff like that.
Yes.
And there was one time I was down there with them. There was I think it was a few kids and one little baby.
Yes.
That little baby had to be changed, and I was like, okay, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this, but okay, got it. That's it. I mean, Lord be with me.
Yeah.
Lord give me strength. But fortunately, as that old hymn say, I love the Lord, he heard my cry.
Yeah.
Well, he heard my cry and allowed one of the older kids, I think she was like 4 or 5 there.
Yeah.
Apparently she kind of knew a little bit, because I think it was her brother or sister there.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, you do it like this. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Princess.
Aw.
Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Yep. As they say, God will work through people, even ones as young as her.
Yes.
So, yep. But I do need. But yeah, that is something that we that I know. I say both of us, but mainly me there.
Yes.
Yeah. Because like I said, there's gonna be moments where. Yeah, you come home and you like Gabe, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I'm going, and to say, and to be the other way around. So yeah, got like to say, you got tag team.
Yeah.
Just like in wrestling.
Yeah.
Yep. And for couples out there watching, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Don't put it all on one spouse.
Like 80-20.
You better do some 50-50.
Not 80-20.
Yeah, do tag out. Yep. So yeah. So they get the ideal up, pass the flyers out to different people. Of course, Mrs. Harrington hears about it accidentally because she ends up getting on the flyer about he didn't know he gave him the flyer. But I'm just wondering, do you think she would have found out somehow, even if she didn't get a flyer?
She would, but later. But in scenes later, she would notice that a few of her students are missing.
Yes, because that actually does happen. Even because I bet you she probably looked at the flyer and probably like,
Maybe if she didn't get the flyer, she might just put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, probably so. And she probably would have investigated it, but maybe question where the parents were taking their kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, she probably looked at that flyer and was like, Daddy Dick ain't gonna work. And then she got proven wrong. Now my kids are missing. Before that happens, though, a lot of the people getting the flyers kind of have doubts about it. Your guys? Well, what did you think Daddy Daycare meant? I thought just one guy, but not all guys. I thought it was just a clever name. They're all guys. They're all guys. No, we are 2 very loving, very nurturing dads, and we say, "What bunch of sickos is what you are."
Well,
Sickos.
like, what are you trying to say, lady? What are you trying to say?
Yeah. Now we didn't think about this when we first watched it, now I'm just guessing this. I don't think this was the film's intention. Probably just the fact of guys running a daycare, hell. Probably just basic mentality. But in this day and time, there are some people out there that would probably take that, if that scene were to play out in this day and time in a, like, say, a reboot of this movie,
They would take it the wrong way.
it would. Yeah, it'd be another thought going through the mind when they say sickos.
Especially people who are against that certain thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So of course, that one mom that was talking with Charlie and Phil earlier about Chapman and stuff, signs her kid up for it there, which encourages those doubting parents to come back. Yep. Of course, she does have this to say: "If you screw this up, I will kill you." Thank you. I kind of pictured that mom that I mentioned. I actually imagined if me and my boy Josh were, you know, Charlie and Phil.
Yeah.
That mom being Casey, with her son, with her future son, possibly.
Yeah.
and in her case, making she probably. The thought of her katanas would come to mind. Yeah, because she got quite a sword collection.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, trust me. She, you know, like she will be ready to defend herself.
Oh, she would.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with her swords.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So of course they start getting all the kids, and you got all kind of different types of kids. You got one that's clingy to his mom, which that's kind of understandable. I mean, when I got dropped off my birthday of preschool, the minute my and you know, like, got me enrolled in everything, and said, "Okay, now, Gabe, I love you." Minute she got in the car to drive off, the daycare teachers had to catch me because I started trying to run after her. Mom! Yeah, so I was that. I think I was probably worse than that kid.
You are.
Yeah, cause he was just screaming. He was just he, and then how about $1? Ah. Nah, $1 wouldn't work on me. It took me a while, but I don't think no $1 would work. So I don't think Phil would have got off that easy with me at that age.
Oh, you
would. Yeah. And we get a kid that's stuck in a flash suit. Yeah, he's not stuck in it, but he just won't take it off. I know movie logic, but in real life, yeah, kid, you're gonna have to come out of that at some point.
Especially when you have to take a bath.
Exactly.
And your parents have to wash that costume.
They would have got him out of that suit at some point. Now I could see maybe, you know, he constantly likes to wear it, but yeah, he would have had to take it off in order. Yeah, they would have got him in and out of it there. Yeah, that's movie logic.
Yeah.
Because if they really could not get him to take that thing off and just were like, okay, forget it.
Yeah.
He's either gonna be bathing in that suit like Ed from Good Burger.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna stink.
Oh.
Which might be both, because yeah, you can't really bathe yourself good when you're still wearing a costume.
The only thing that will be clean is your costume.
Yeah, and who knows how that might come out. Then of course you get a kid. Now not all of them, but some of these kids remind me of kids that I dealt with at not the church daycare, but not the nursery at the church, but a daycare we had at my high school that I volunteered at during senior year. I actually volunteered at that daycare for two reasons. Because I thought, well, you know, it's my last year in high school, so when I become an adult, you know, at some point I'm probably gonna meet a nice lady. We're gonna get married. And then of course, you know what comes after that. "Oh, Gabe, I'm pregnant." So I figured, yeah, I might as so yeah, I'm signed up for this. I can see what that's gonna be, what I'm gonna be in for, you know. So I can, you know, just a little sample of what I'll be in for, you know. That way I can kind of have maybe learn some things, you know. That there was seven. The kids in that nursery, some of their characteristics are in some of these kids in the movie. I would say the kid that was screaming is like this one kid that would be crying a lot, and he screamed a little, but he was crying a lot. One time I tried to tie his shoe. I went to tie his shoe, and he said, "No, the laces, that's too big. Can you make us?" I was like, "Well, Ian, your shoe got big laces. It's just coming. It's too big." Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you? Okay, so I'm tired now. Why don't you, show me how you want them tied? See, my plan was he would show me how, and then he'd be untie his shoe.
Oh,
and then I would be like, "Oh, look at that! You tied your shoe. Good job! Look at that! See." It was like, "Let me get you a sucker." Or a lollipop. I'm sorry. That's probably a better term, lollipop. So yeah, but that didn't work there. Yeah, but anyway, this is another kid that, now I wouldn't say he was a bad boy, but he was kind of mischievous there. Here in the movie, we have Crispin. My man Crispin. What's it going there? How's it going, big man? He kicks him.
Ooh.
Oh!
Ow. Ooh, I can see his facial expression.
And let's just say his mom is like, "What time is pickup?" "It's at 4 o'clock.
And his mom looked like a stiff.
Make it 6. I got a laser appointment. Apparently, Mama is just sort of, Miss, almost like a female version of that dad from Our Friend Martin.
Oh.
Remember, with the cigarette there?
Yes.
No. "Hey, as for you, I got better things to do than to drive you to school every stinking day." Yeah, so kind of like him. I would say him, but with the tone of Benzai.
Yes.
A little bit. Imagine a female version of Benzai from The Mask.
Oh yeah.
Or Son of the Mask. "Sir, what? This is a fake." "Yes, but it's a good fake." Ow.
Like didn't phase him.
Yeah, it's like, "Sir, you're gonna have to return that. That's museum property." "Oh, wait. What are you doing with my face?" What's going on?" "Well, hey, where's my body? Come find me." Really? Your face comes off your body and that's your reaction?
It could have been a better reaction like that. Like a horror scream reaction.
You're like, where's my body? What's going on? What's going on? Ah! And my body be running around the place. That face be my face be screaming. So then of course we get another kid that no lactose, no different stuff that she can't have there.
Like monodextrose.
Monodiexide. Yellow dye number 2.
All the ingredients she can't have.
Yep. Wow. Gotta say, she's a pretty smart girl, and it's really adorable to hear her say those big words.
And her name was Becca.
And the weirdest thing is she knows all these words, but she can't read. How do you teach your kid stuff like this without any type of reading skill? Yeah, I mean, you gotta be able to. To me, it seemed like you'd have to at least pick up some type of book or something with that word on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
heck, even it's a piece of paper.
Right, especially the big words like that.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. And another girl who's given a phone. I guess it'd be an iPhone in this day and time.
And she dressed just like her mom.
Oh, which Becca or the one with the phone?
The one with the phone, who was blonde.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's like, and who are you gonna call if there's any trouble? 911, mommy.
She could pass off for Barbie's daughter. If Barbie has a daughter.
That would be. Oh wait, that was her sister. I was about to say Kelly.
Yeah.
That was her sister though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
And so now we have all our kids in here, and yeah, kind of a rocky start there. They try to give them a mission statement. Guys, you do realize we're talking to 3 or 4-year-olds, not a executive office.
Or a job in general.
Yeah, their attention span on their, especially being the first day of a preschool, you're not gonna have their attention span on something like a mission statement. especially like I mentioned before, I don't read yet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how many? And everybody raise their hands when you say if you don't know how to read. Okay, don't know how to read. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to read the mission statement aloud, and you can follow along. How? If they can't read, how are they going to know where to follow you? Unless, yeah, you would... unless it's on some type of program that says this word is this word is mission. This word is statement. The mission statement. Yeah, something like that maybe.
Yes.
Well, it goes about probably as you would imagine it would go. Some of them start ripping it, someone bites it, then they start throwing it and run off to play. Yeah, so what he's trying to say is, yeah!
And these kids were excited and hyped up.
Oh, yes. And there's a brief rocket ship scene because they does with Ben and all the kids want it. Yeah, trying to do rocket ship to from anywhere to 5 to 10 kids.
Yeah.
You're going to get worn out. Of course, Phil manages to save the day with a guitar.
Yeah.
But he does come up with a lot of songs. I gotta give it to him. But eventually, I am all out of songs. Okay, lunchtime.
And he gave all the kids junk. Ouch.
There. It's time for another good idea or bad idea. Good idea. A nice, nutritious lunch. Let's say that mostly that might consist of something like your Lunchables, like the crackers and the ham, good protein source, and some fruit or vegetables.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Nothing but junk. The snack cakes and stuff like that.
Mainly sweets and a few savory treats.
Like goldfish crackers and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing but that.
And they feed them in a sort of a large plate.
I guess for some reason they don't know how to fix at least a burger or something.
Or a hot dog.
A hot dog, yeah. I mean, you at least have some type of meal food.
Something decent.
And of course, as you guess, it's gonna make them hyped up because of the sweets.
Yes. And then they crash minutes later from a sugar rush.
Just in time to get picked up. Oh boy. So yeah, day 1, kind of a disaster. Of course, it does have somewhat of a decent ending on Charlie's part when he reads a story to Ben, and well, Kim's not very frustrated with the house and the mess until she sees them asleep on the bed from reading a story.
Now that's a Kodak moment.
Yeah, and she just turns the light off. Yeah, because I guess she probably thought like, well, he is a yeah. I can see he must have had one heck of a day.
Yeah.
Yep. The next day too, they try to keep the kids occupied outdoors with football. And we get a brief moment during the game with Phil's son Max about the potty training thing. Yeah, apparently he hasn't done number 2 in 2 weeks. Or in weeks, he just says.
Ouch.
You
know, if this really happens in real life, I know they needed medical attention immediately.
Even a small kid. I don't know. Maybe I would say for a baby that could be possible because it's a little different for them. For how especially like newborn because they mostly drinking milk and stuff.
Yeah. And
then later they start eating solid food. But I don't know about a small child. Seem like they should function. Their digestive system should be a little bit better functioning by that point.
Yeah, especially when they get older.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Well, Phil has issues with this here, so Charlie has to take it up. But he said next time you need to do this. So how you want to do this? I can do it myself. He goes in, and then comes out. So how'd it go, big man? I miss. What does that mean? I miss. Oh, heck no. Dun, 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 dun.
He didn't like what he sees.
And he even looks on the ceiling for some reason.
Ouch. So he made a mess?
How? Yeah, he made a mess, but how does a kid miss the toilet and get the ceiling?
Maybe he's Spider-Man.
Okay. That raises some questions there.
Maybe he moves like Spider-Man.
I guess he jumped up on the ceiling and did his business. Ugh. That's gonna... Movie logic, but in real life, if that actually happened in real life, that'd be one heck of a mess. Of course, they don't show it, though.
Yeah.
But it's left up to imagination. From Eddie Murphy's reactions. So, of course, football results in the kids going wild again. Even one of them getting the tractor out. So then they come up with another idea of entertainment. Broccoli versus the carrot. Pretty much, this was... Take note, people, this was before BBS. Or
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, I stand before you today. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Broccoli. I am going to kick your broccoli butt. Hey, what about me? Nobody likes broccoli. Well, Ben likes broccoli, don't you, Ben? No. You turned my own sprout against me! Now you're gonna pay! Everybody was kung fu. They sing everybody's kung fu fighting. So, imagining myself and then I guess me and Josh be fighting each other as a broccoli and a carrot.
Wow.
I think he take Charlie, because of the broccoli comment, he takes this too seriously. Yeah. Which causes Phil to knock him out of the ring.
Ooh.
What the?
My help.
You messing up my wife's table and everything?
My help.
I gotta say, it cracks me up seeing them move in those costumes.
Yes.
But they get a visit from child care services thanks to Heron. And, well, the inspection does pretty well. Only thing they have to do is just fill out some papers and stuff like that. As well as also, I think there's something, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, some papers and stuff like that. They tell Miss Harrison about it. So the competition is on for this. Laminate it! Ooh. So Charlie then, because of this, decides that they need to get some more structural stuff going on. Yeah. Which that idea comes to them when their friend Marv shows up. And entertains the kids while they're talking with the child care guy, getting the papers to him and stuff. Also, yeah. Oh, that's also what he brings up. Since there's more than 10 kids, I think it's like 11 or 12 of them.
Yeah.
They have to have a third person there. 5 kids per adult. So that's how Marv gets hired on.
Yes.
Well, the thing that makes him accept is one of the kids' mother who's single.
Oh.
Hi. Oh, hey. Are you one of the new I'm your daddy. I mean, I'm not. That's your daddy.
He's a total nerd. I can tell he's a total nerd.
Star Trek nerd, to be exact.
Yeah.
Because he actually understands the kid that's speaking Klingon.
Yeah. Mew no.
Mew mew. And throw that in there.
Oh.
So of course the three of them are assigned for daddy daycare. One condition. They have Marv suggests that they have a focus group to learn more about the kids, which can in return help them plan the stuff for them. Help us to help you.
It's like gathering the ideas and put them all together.
And this actually goes a lot better than trying to read a mission statement. Yeah, because at least it's just them. At least they actually are talking to each other.
Yeah.
We need more learning about things. Yes, we're at a very critical age. You have to feed our minds. Feed our minds. Where do babies come from? Why don't we go back? Why don't we get back to that question later? Then, if it were me, I would just suggested that be more of a that's something at the age they're at now. That's something that the parents need to talk to them about first. Before anybody else talks to them about it. Yeah. Preschool to elementary age, parents talk with kids about that type of thing. Yeah. So, but she still says, write that down.
Wow.
Ben suggests more drawings because he likes art. Yeah. And of course, the Flash kid wants to fight more bad guys, but apparently he doesn't seem to know very many Flash's villains there. He wants to chase after Joker and I think Gorilla. Well, Gorilla Grodd is a Flash villain. Oh, Lex Luthor and the Riddler.
Yeah.
What have you been feeding these kids? And Daddy Daycare evolves. They have their own minivan, more structured activities, more fun, learning, healthy eating.
Yeah.
They
just stepped up their game.
Oh yeah, a good balance between education and entertainment.
Yes.
However, Harrington doesn't like this and, well, sends child care services again. and on this inspection, well, you might need a bigger facility since you acquired, I think they 12 kids. Yeah. Yeah, you need a bigger facility. I don't understand. This place is big enough. Well, it's from the law. Yeah, so guess what they have to do now?
Yes.
They end up have a fundraiser for a bigger space that Marv has, the Final Frontier.
Which is an abandoned comic book store he used to go to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so the fundraiser begins. And this is where Harrington really shows her evil side.
It's like a female Grinch.
She's a mean one. Harrington Grinch.
And she brought her assistant Jenny with her.
Oh boy.
And the way Jenny is, her character, it looks like she doesn't do much just to follow people.
Yep, for the moment.
Yes.
But she's
kind of like timid and shy as well as quiet at times. She's a young buck.
kind of make me think of your character Vanessa.
Yes.
Yeah. So so Harry at this fundraiser starts sneaking some stuff in, which I feel like if this was the real world, somebody would have caught one of those.
We'll look at it and possibly film it.
Right, especially this day, and even back then, you'd think somebody would look like, "Hey, what are you doing? What you doing over there?" Like she puts roaches in the food, glue in the finger paint.
The flare, the castle jump, escaping, letting the pets from the petting zoo be free to run around.
And turning on the sprinklers.
While paying the sprinklers guy.
Oh,
turn
yeah.
on the sprinklers.
Wow. We gotta have a talk with this sprinklers guy because, reality in real life that should not have worked because obviously the sprinkler guy, because obviously for them to have their fundraiser there, they're legit and have got permission to be there.
That they only follow the one who is in charge of the event.
Right. So the sprinkler guy should not have obeyed that order.
Yes, or take the money.
Right, but that's I think the sprinkler guy got a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know if you were him, you would just say no.
Mm-hmm.
I only follow the person who is in charge.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Yep.
Are you in charge of me?
Yeah, especially with the people still there, and he should know who's in charge of the event.
Yes.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be them. I would have told him, I'm only following the ones who's in charge of this event, so no, I can't turn these sprinklers on, man. No, I can't turn the sprinklers on, ma'am. I'm following the one who you take your money and you can either enjoy the festivities or take your money and leave. Have a nice day.
Not even a suitcase of money would change his mind. A suitcase.
It shouldn't have, like
yes.
But that's why I say apparently he got a little something in that mentality of his there.
Like, ooh, money.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no saying that money talks.
Pretty much, as Mr. Krabs showed us once. Well, they did still make quite a bit, but it's not enough to get the place there because it takes quite a bit to get this place.
Yes, until he got a call from his old job wanting him back.
Yeah, and even Miss Herring comes down and makes an offer of, hey, why don't you go back to your old job and I'll take all the kids you've acquired for the same price you charge. Lower price. Oh dear.
I guess with his old job, it might help him build up the money for the new facility, possibly.
True, that would, but apparently, according to his decision, well, no, we're just not gonna do daycare anymore. And it really breaks Marv's heart with him and Phil leaving.
Yes, because he found a place that he can fit in, as well as being accepted.
Yeah, I gotta side with Marv on that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably feel that way too. Being one that's been in the daycare myself there.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Ben is also sad about this. Is it just for a while, then you'll come back? No, it's gonna be perfect. But think about this: we'll have plenty of money and everything to buy food and stuff, and all the toys and a bunch of toys for you. I would sell all my toys. Why would you sell your toys? Because if I do, we won't need any money, and then you can stay home with me.
Well, his heart's in the right place, but he still have more to learn.
But you gotta. But how can you say? But how can you say anything against that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so sweet.
Yeah.
And of course, that gets to him when he tries to go back to the job. and especially sees a drawing that Ben made of them two together. So what's the most important key factor? My kid. And with that, he leaves. Both him and Phil.
Wow.
They can, and where do they go next? They go to Chapman.
Well, they getting Marvin back and then to Chapman.
Oh yes, they do get more. And he able to save him before he sells his carrot suit.
And all of his stuff.
This stuff is not for sale. and at Chapman, it's like we feel that children are like a tree. They will grow to the sky. But that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's like you don't know their needs and wants.
Exactly, and that's what he
mostly their needs.
And that's what he points out. What they've learned with Daddy Daycare.
Yes, like you have to interact with your children of what they need and want, and that's how they would know better.
Like Max being potty trained, or Becca being able to read.
Yes.
As well as also Ben making friends.
And Crispin learning manners.
Yes, indeed. Yep. He's like, thank you, Mr. Charlie. Well, actually, he just says thank you, Charlie. But of course, but he did say thank you.
Yes.
Yep. Hey, you are most welcome, Crispin.
Yes. The more you interact with children, the better they will learn in life.
And he says, Daddy Daycare is back in business.
And all the kids cheer.
Yep. Oh, please. You won't make a penny. Well, we may not get rich quick, but at least we'll be a family.
Yes. And 6 months later, they got their facility.
Oh, yeah. So
I guess they worked harder to get the money.
And also possibly a miracle.
Yes.
Sometimes, I want to say, now this is just in my theory here, don't know what happened in those 6 months, but since all the kids left to go back to Daddy Daycare, Chapman must have closed down.
Yes.
Think about it, and then plus remember all those parents were there.
Yeah, and all these parents got their refund and money, got their money refunded. So all their refunds went to Daddy Daycare in order to get the bigger facility.
Probably so, and especially hearing what he had to offer over her offer.
Yes.
Yeah. So they probably like, yeah, that's okay. Bigger facility. Yeah. That's yeah. And you even notice, even in the bigger facility, not just him, Phil and Mar, but you got a few other people, plus even the parents. Some of the parents interact in there.
Yes, and the headmistress' old assistant Jenny also works there. She may have even helped them to get that facility. Oh, yeah.
She may with probably whatever she earned from Chapman.
Yeah.
Because she probably felt bad about helping Harrington mess up the fundraiser.
Yes.
Yeah, so that probably was trying to redeem herself.
Yeah, and Miss Harrington got demoted as a traffic guard.
Probably the only thing she could find with Chapman closing down.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. And of course, Crispin's still nice to her.
Yes. That he gave her a flower, and that's sweet.
This is for you. Of course, it is. While the jester's nice, I guess Crispin doesn't know about sunflowers there.
Oh, because it attracts bees.
Yeah, and I know they did that for the movie because she was the villain.
Yeah.
But yeah, in real life, even for someone like her, yeah. You know how they say, I wouldn't wish that on my enemies? There?
Yes.
Yeah, even for her, because especially, not only because the bees sting, but also she's out there in the middle of traffic.
And she would cause a lot of wrecks.
Yeah, so in real life, she could have gotten severely hurt in the wreck.
Ouch. Especially in the middle of it. She would just have two injuries. Bee stings and And injuries from the wreck.
And even if she didn't get stung, the injury from the wreck would be bad enough on its own.
Yes, that she needs serious medical attention.
Yes, that's why I say in movie convenience, but in real life, yeah, I wouldn't even. Even a person that I'm not too fond of, I wouldn't wish that upon them.
And I know it'll be a higher medical bill.
Yeah, like they say, don't wish. Even your enemies, don't wish bad things upon them now, because even Jesus himself on the cross was like, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or people in a certain group that you're not fond of.
Yep. Like they say, hating the action is one thing, but not the people.
Yes.
Because people can change, just like Saul did to Paul.
Yes.
People can change by their choice. Yeah. So of course, that's Daddy Daycare. It also featured 2 of Michael Jackson's songs. Well, Jackson 5. I Want You Back at ABC.
Yes. Their earliest songs.
Which is why I made them. Which is why for the footage for the Daddy Daycare music video, I used the ABC song.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was in the movie.
Yes. I know they were kid friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. Yep. So how you like it, baby?
Let's just say this is the type of movie that the entire family could enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is Eddie Murphy's best family movies yet, especially the way he interacts with his son as well as all the kids in the daycare.
Mm-hmm.
And with this movie being 20 years old, it still live up to its time.
Yep, 2003. Yeah, so this is 20th. Being that this is the month of June, this is 20th anniversary since it's been released. Like I mentioned before, the same month that Casey and I went to see it.
Yeah, and it's great for the new generation to see it,
mm-hmm.
as well as other generations to come.
Oh yeah, definitely can't wait to show it to our kids.
Yes.
Daddy Daycare.
Yes. They did have a sequel, but they do have the same names of the characters, but different actors as well as the different plots.
Daddy Daycare.
Yes. But it should have been better as a standalone.
Yeah, considering, yeah.
If they did think about doing a sequel, it would be just Daddy Daycare 2, of like a follow-up.
Maybe a different. I was in order. It'd probably be like a different group of kids. Maybe I would probably say, because some sequels happen like years later.
Yes.
I would say maybe, what if Ben was grown up and maybe he was being trained to run the daycare.
Oh yeah, taking over.
Yeah, that would be kind of interesting.
Heck, maybe a reboot if you can't do a sequel. A better sequel, maybe a reboot.
Possibly.
Yes.
Yep. But for what it is, this is a good film there, and like I say, definitely like how Eddie Murphy is, being interacting with the kids there.
Yes.
It's pretty much almost like the kids met their celebrity.
Yeah. I bet they had a fun time with him off screen.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, but I know if I was their age, I would definitely be like, "Yes, Murphy!" Yeah. Yeah. Especially if I had met him back in middle school after I was exposed to Nutty Professor. Like, hey, you were Buddy Love. Yeah. Oh, that's right, I was.
Or me just getting his autograph and possibly a photo.
Oh yeah, that definitely would get that.
Yeah.
Just like we did when we met Matthew Lillard and Jamie Kennedy.
Yes.
Yeah. Like zoinks. Yep. So then, Anything else though?
That's all I have.
Yep. Well, as you could probably tell, pretty basic, enjoyable movie there. Definitely check it out there. If you like what you heard in this review, definitely like, share, subscribe. Spread the word. Have a good Father's Day, and also be sure to buy some of our available comic books. I'm pretty sure there's some fathers out there that would like reading about fantasy adventures and superheroes or mermaids. Just saying, or know some people like that. Yep, definitely enjoy that, and even support us on Patreon. Especially future with next year being parents. Probably be a daddy and mama daycare of our kids there. So yeah, matter of fact, I already got my father beard. I'm keeping this. Yep, I just keep my head shaved there. That brings the beard out more. Sort of gives me a Uncle Phil kind of look from Fresh Prince. Yeah, funny. I always tried to look like Will Smith when I was in high school, and then I end up becoming like Uncle Phil. Yeah. Well, that's yeah. Be sure to do all that, and also you can sponsor a video as well. And with that said, and also book signing. Reminder of the book signing, August the 5th. Both of us will be having at the Shreve Memorial Library, Moortown branch, from 1 to 4. Saturday, August the 5th, say from 1 to 4. Yeah, we'll be doing that. And like I say, make sure you get some of those comic books as well as get them autographed at the book signing. Yep, and we'll even have more updates on upcoming books as well coming up in the future. And until then, we will see you guys later. Take care, everybody, and happy Father's Day.
Bye, everyone.
ABC.